about Ethiopia. Okay, Ethiopia is a diverse cultural nation with a long and, in Africa's context, well-documented history. Ethiopia is the only country in Africa which has never ever been colonized. Ethiopia is known as the cradle of humanity. Humankind is very likely to have its root in Ethiopia. Lucy, let me take a Lucy, the best preserved version of the predecessor to man is approximately 3.5 million years old and has been found in Ethiopia, a part of Great Rift Valley. The Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia is located in the northeastern part of Africa, commonly known as the Horn of Africa. It is strategically proximate to the Middle East and Europe, together with its east access to major ports of the region, enhance its international trade. Its border, it is bordered by Sudan in the west, Somalia and Djibouti in the east, Eritrea in the north, and Kenya in the south. The country covers 1.112 million square kilometers. Ethiopia is, as you know, Ethiopia is the oldest independent country in Africa and one of the oldest in the world. What are believed to be the oldest remains of human ancestor ever found, which have been dated as being some 5 million years old, were discovered in Awash Rift Valley in Ethiopia. This beats the discovery of Lucy, over 3.5 million years old skeleton, who was in the same area in 1974. So, having this, whether you are planning, telling this, whether you are planning to visit Ethiopia or are you curious about one of Africa's most fascinating and beautiful nations, we have compiled a list of the most interesting facts about Ethiopia from its calendar system to mind-blowing athlete, right? Now, let's dive right into the first surprising fact about Ethiopia, which is its calendar system. Surely enough, a plenty of culture have their own distinct calendars, especially for religious observation, but the most all stay within 12 months. However, Ethiopia observes 30 calendar months per year. This is great, right? This makes the Ethiopian calendar 7 years behind the rest of the world. Nonetheless, they have used it to their advantage with their tourism slogan being what? The 13 months of sunshine. That is amazing. This is the first interesting fact about Ethiopia. The second interesting fact about Ethiopia is it is the most UNESCO World Heritage Site on the continent, right? It is the most UNESCO World Heritage is found in Ethiopia. It is in Africa, so Ethiopia takes the first place for the African country with the most UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are over 9 total ranging from religious sites to national area. Among them are the Lalibela Rokion Church, Konso Cultural Landscape, Lower Valley of Awash, Aksum, Tia, Samin National Park, Harjegol, or the fortified historic town, and Lower Valley of Omo and Fasil Gipe are all located in Ethiopia that are listed by UNESCO. as the World Heritage Site. And then Mescal also as well. And then Epiphany also as well, right? So Ethiopia has succeeded in maintaining the most of cultural heritage and landmark. This outstanding act has made it the most fascinating country in Africa. Are you planning to trip Ethiopia? Well, making your trip more enjoyable by asking the locals about the surprising fact, right? Okay, here's another interesting fact. Ethiopia has more than 80 languages are spoken. Ethiopia is a country which has more than 80 languages. It is not a secret that many African nations are some of the most linguistically diverse places on the earth, but Ethiopia takes its next level. There are over 80 languages spoken with English being the language of educational system in addition to local language which includes Oromo, Amharic, Somali, Tigrinya, and much more. Okay, here is also another interesting fact. The first African to win an Olympic gold medal was Ethiopian. Did you hear about Abebe Bikila? Abebe Bikila is an Ethiopian marathon runner, was the first African to ever take an Olympic gold medal. He prized in 1960 in the Rome Summer Olympic and shocked the world, not only because he won in record time, but he was also in barefoot. He was also on barefoot, right? What cool is that? He won again 4 years later in Tokyo, this time with shoes. Okay, here is also another interesting fact about Ethiopia. Ethiopia's the Nile depression is the hottest place on the earth. The average year-round temperature is 35 degrees Celsius, making it the hottest place on the earth. Let me tell you again, it is the hottest place on the earth. On the top of that, it is also extremely dry, receiving between just 100 and 200 millimeters of rain per year. Despite of this extreme condition, it is often referred to as the cradle of humanity, with many ancient fossils have been found here over the years. Dalol in the Danakil Depression in Ethiopia holds the wager record between in 1960 and 1966 was 35 degrees centigrade that I have just told before. The average daily maximum temperature recorded around the same period was 41 degrees centigrade, right? Okay, here is also another interesting fact about Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee. There are many legends. Did you know there are many legends about the origin of coffee? But it's thought that its heritage can actually be traced back to a goat herder on Ethiopian Plateau. The legend goes to that the herder noticed his goat had an affinity for the berries from a certain tree, and that when they had eaten them, they were so energetic. The goat became energetic, they couldn't sleep at night, right? After experimenting with turning the berries into a drink at his local monastery, he found it kept him alert through a long hour of evening prayer. The drink was shared with monks at the monastery, and from this humble beginning, the coffee industry exploded to the world. It's now estimated that 5 billion cups of coffee are drunk each year, and we are forever grateful for that gold herder. Thanks for that gold herder to get to announce the coffee to the world, right? It is confirmed that coffee was first discovered in Ethiopia and moved around the world through slave trading and other means. There are several accounts exactly how it was discovered. One account that is what I've just told before, right? Here is also another interesting fact about Ethiopia. Did you know, as I said before, Ethiopia has 13 months per year. In this case also, Ethiopia is the only country in the world with a tulip time system. That is an interesting fact about Ethiopia. Counting from down to down, right? The time zone in Ethiopia is the East African time, or EAT. Ethiopia doesn't observe a daylight saving time. The daytime cycle begins at dawn, which is 6 a.m. and ends at dusk, which is 5:59 p.m. in Eastern African time. The nighttime cycle begins at dusk, which is 6 p.m. or Eastern Africa in Eastern Africa time. That means in Eastern Africa time 6 p.m. and ends at which 5:59 a.m. It's also Eastern African time, right? So it is the country is in the world with a dual power time system. Also, here is also the last interesting fact about Ethiopia. This is the legend, this is the proud of an Ethiopian people, which is Ethiopia has never ever been colonized by colonial power. Of all, most 54 countries in Africa, Ethiopia is the only nation to never ever been colonized. The only nation to ever come close to colonizing the East African country is Italy. In 1913, Italian attempt to colonize Ethiopia 2 times, and then Italian attempt to colonize Ethiopia 2 times in the year of Menelik, and also in the year of Emperor Haile Selassie in Second World War. So, Italian attempt to colonize Ethiopia and ever occupied the country for 6 years in 1930s. However, they never managed to bring the country under full control and eventually cut their loose. Okay, this is a little bit about the history and the interesting fact about Ethiopia. There are so many interesting facts about Ethiopia, but this is the major and some interesting fact about Ethiopia. So, if you are interested to visit Ethiopia, you have to know most interesting facts in Ethiopia, which is very very amazing. Ethiopians people are proud by their culture, by their humanity, and also much more. If this sound is interesting, make sure to subscribe and press the notification bell icon to be notified when I come out a daily music related video just like this. In this channel we are going to upload daily music. We are going to upload a music, an interesting like chfa or dance or so many things. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye for now, right? Okay.